What a fine day it is in Tropico. No tornado for a change. Just enjoying downtown area, looking at our mausoleum that we have over there, where there is plenty of people going in and out. We have over here the Colosseum, our tourist magnet. Very good. Let's just zoom out a bit here and enjoy those views. Lots of work to be done here that we still need to look out for. So first of all, I haven't really finished the Colosseum area here. As we can see, there is still something that we need to do. First of all, the chapel is now over there. I've moved the metro station into this area there, so just right next to that house. We might also now move that house here so that it looks a bit better, right? So over there, that we have a bit of space here. The high school, that is rather full. Let's get it over here for now. So once again, it's being moved from the city center further and further outside. But this is a fine area because we got some people now living here. And we also have a metro station right next to it, so the students can actually get over there. Plus, what I also would like to do is I would like to have some more houses here in this area. So let's just have over here another apartment area, another apartment row, right? So where these people live. This one and this one, just right over here. And in the center, or in here, we might have some flop houses. One flop house, right, for the poor people. That is fine. And then some parks once again in between. Like so that we really finish this area there as well. And make it looking good. Actually, by the way, look at that. The beauty is not bad. It's absolutely not bad. Despite having a mine here, that is not, you know, bothering the least. Plus, it's kind of like getting swallowed by all of these houses around it. And look at that. We also have the waste treatment facility here and another one over there. It doesn't make sense, right? That was my mistake. Let's get rid of this waste treatment facility. Those apartments are being used at least, so we have enough housing for everyone. There is not that many homeless citizens. A good thing indeed. That opens up a lot of space in this area that we can use properly. And in fact, I would like to move that cathedral over here because the cathedral, you know, it's just accompanying, or well, a combination of this one here. It's just looking fine next to the Colosseum. We have another one down here, but that isn't fine. That's fine, right? We have different kind of religions, and those are just different kind of religious cathedrals. They're full all the time anyway, right? So we don't have enough of them. So it's fine to have two of them together. And this is like in modern cities as well, where we have big churches. Think of Venice, for example, where we have so many churches per square. That's fine. And that opens up a bit more modern area, right? So I didn't want to put another skyscraper over there. We can do it in this area though. So modern apartments right next to the shopping mall, for example. That's just fine. And let's have two of them here right together. So another twin towers that we can have. And then perhaps also a modern mansion or something like that here, right next to the cathedral. Also something that I like to see. Modern mansion, perfect. And then perhaps some more normal of these smaller houses there again. Or since this is rather modern looking, we might have official residence. That is something I don't have yet. Let's get our official residence in here as well. And behind it, we might just have then some bigger parks, right? Besides the normal houses. And over there, once again, as always, parking area or parks. Not parking area, but parks. And after a bit of time, once again, they are finished, and those modern apartments are being also used right again heavily, right? So, but as long as the other apartments out here are also being used a bit, I'm fine with that. The flop house for the poor, also two more flop houses there that are just finished, and that's fine for this area, right? And then we have the forest, and then these monuments out there that are also heavily used. I like to see that. By the way, Stonehenge, they're making us money here, Stonehenge and stuff like that. Upcoming election, 73 support rating in healthcare is down a bit, so I might have a look at that. We're not blaming anyone. By the way, with the EU, we are on very bad terms at the moment. The reason for that is I'm going to show that in a second. Let's also promise this time something, and that is the healthcare happiness. People of Tropico, it is we actually kicked out the EU not too long ago, so I need to, you know, I lost a lot of relationship with them, and we should get this one up again. About the healthcare, right, we have, I think, a hospital over there. I might have another hospital here now, so let's move this house there, or actually let's just get rid of that, and instead we're going to have another hospital.
Our ongoing prosperity is supported by the...
So just in general, I'm going to remodel this whole area there just a bit. We have this fast food restaurant that I might would like to move this one. There's this bug with the relocation, so I cannot click this quite often. So I'm just going to build the fast food restaurant once again. Now, there are not that many bugs, don't get me wrong, right? We don't have a whole lot of bugs in this game. I have only encountered 2, and one of them is the relocation. And the other one is that sometimes buildings don't get activated when building them. There we have another fast food restaurant, and just over the street we have then a hospital that I can squeeze in now. Over there, and still plenty of space. We still have these cute country houses there. Off you go. We don't need that in the area. By the way, our guard tower still stands ready to attack any pirates that are attacking us. So it's still from the very first days where we started out. The grocery store is fine. There's a little restaurant. They are not used anymore. So very strange. There is a restaurant that's being used. I think the fast food restaurants are much more popular, right? And then we could have, yes, another casino in the area. A casino overlooking the port area. And it's just fitting into the circus and our fun fair here to also have a nice little casino there. And then perhaps once again a little cocktail bar right next to it. So a nice little area for people to relax. Also some parks here. And then we still have some space there. No idea. We might have another modern apartment that I could have then here. And I guess we could do it overlooking the ocean. And this is a very, very ugly area for now. No idea why. That should change once we finish the buildings, because I can't see anything that would reduce the contentment here. There we still have some space. I might just use it for parks once again. Make the city as green as possible. And also another block finished once again. Oh, build a gourmet restaurant. That's easy. So we can do this. What a town. What a beautiful city that we have there by now. There's lots of empty space here. We might just add then once again those parks to also make this a bit more beautiful. And then some bigger thing here, perhaps. Also here, besides the luxury hotel, we have a flophouse and a chapel. That doesn't really fit in. Let's have the chapel a bit further outside there. Let's move the flophouse also a bit further outside. So here beside the chapel and beside that alley. And in this area, we can then use that to have some mansions, some modern mansions that just enhance the look of the surrounding, right? 2 of them, I guess. It's just better. And yeah, we can keep it open, actually. Also, our daily job is to praise the superpowers whenever possible. It doesn't cost me that much. We cannot praise the EU yet. So for the EU, we might need to have a good trade route or something with them to increase our reputation, because there's no other way around that, right? So leather, for example, this would increase it a bit, importing some leather. That's fine. Let's just say importing costs us a bit of money, but that's it. Uranium from the EU. Let's actually make this one big, because we do need lots of uranium for our nuclear power plants anyway. And exporting a bit of meat, why not? We can also do this. So hopefully this is increasing something. And of course, once these trade routes are completed, we do get another boost of relationship with that. We can't get too low, right? Otherwise, we might face an invasion. So we should be very careful about that. Even though I don't think the EU has the military power now to invade us. She's not a state after all. Then we can also go with send delegations. Triggers and one demand from the superpower. We cannot do this for the EU at the moment. Alright, we cannot do anything here as long as we're that low. So that's that. Hopefully something else comes out of it. Once again, the economy increases the efficiency. And also increases the job quality of all buildings. That's always good. It always gives you some support rating that is very much needed. Now. There is something else that we haven't done yet. and that is looking a bit at our research, right? We do have the research lab, of course, that is doing something nice here for us, but a space program would be nice, I guess. And the space program is still something that we have available. So for that, we do need to go to the government, I think, or the raids and military. There we have a couple of very interesting things. So the defense headquarters, of course. And over here we have our space program and our nuclear program. Both of them are rather interesting. So the space program increases the knowledge generation of other buildings, allows knowledge to be used to start missions that reward money or raise the approval of citizens. And the other thing is the nuclear program allows the construction of a bomb that keeps superpowers from invading. Can also be used for tests, trading superpower relations for enhanced approval and better standing for the militarist and conservative factions. Both of them I would like to have. Probably a bit further outside, right? So we have our industry area there. It might make sense to have this one here. Yep. Right, so there we have our our space program. A bit further outside, right next to the lumber mills. And a bit further outside still, we're going to have the nuclear program. So this is the furthest that our city goes. I guess somewhere over there we could have this one. Righto, both of them. I hope people get there somehow, right? We don't have now a bus system or something. We might establish one. Now, while that is being built, we have two missions that want a hang gliding for us. The religious want, Sister Francesca wants a hang glider. The story, he was remember the story of the man who built his house on a foundation of sand. He was a very stupid man, but I suppose that's the point of the story. And I'm not here to check the foundations, I just have a simple request. She wants a hang glider. Okay, it doesn't make that much sense. And Sunny Flowers also want something from that. A hang glider. Seems these hang gliders are very popular. I think that's actually a tourism building. There it is. Provides fun to visiting citizens and tourists alike. Let's have this one. Also over here by the circus in our little fun area. And this is actually finishing two missions.
A good deed, President. You're a friend.
And we can use these standings, so that's another 4% support rating. There's actually still 15 people that don't support me. I might need to try and find out who that is and, yeah, well, execute them. And boom, there it is. Our space program has been finished. It needs some workers. It needs college-educated people. How can you think of any different? Also, clean lift-off launches do not emit pollution and increases the job quality. Let's do this. That's one smaller one. And now we can decide on what kind of mission we want to go for. Commercial, earning 20,000 upon completion, or prestige, send a rocket into space to show off and increase the approval of all Tropicans by 5. And it costs me 5 knowledge points. Oh, actually, this is not getting us knowledge points. Right, so let's go with a prestige mission first. And off it goes. Our very first space shuttle. The rest of the world is not using space shuttles anymore. We are still using it because, well, we are El Presidente. Pretty cool. And we've also won the election. We also have one more thing, that is the media independence. So state-controlled media, free media, or sponsored content. Increases the revenue of media buildings. Let's go with free media for now. I'm really boring when it comes to that, I know. Very good. Our first Tropicans in space. Who would have thought that? Takes a full year now for this mission here to finish.
Presidente, I know you all.
And the healthcare promise, there it is. We have finished that hospital there. I'm going to increase the budget of all hospitals. Also the hospitalization wing. That should add more people, so hopefully that's enough. Otherwise, we will have to find something out. By the way, we still have some edicts as well that I would like to use that also go for health. So legalized substances, this one here, tourists pay $1 in addition each time they have to pay a fee, and increases the liberty by 10. We do give them some legalized substances every time they purchase something. It decreases religious standing by 20 though, and it decreases conservative standing by 15. Let's still go with that. The penalty is probably going down the further this one we level up. That's something. The other one was the light bulb ban. I was very hesitant to use this when we didn't have the money, but now we have the money. So it decreases the power requirement of all residential buildings by 50%, right? but increases the pollution of garbage dumps. We don't have garbage dumps anymore, so that is fine. And increases the upkeep of the waste facility by 50%. It's also fine. Let's just check this one. We have a power surplus of 680 megawatt right now. And let's use this one now. And now we are at 1,200. We just doubled our energy surplus in the grid, right? And thus probably negating any future expansion of my power supplies. That is something. And there was the compulsory vaccination. Also, yeah, decreased 5 for citizens dying of low healthcare. Decreases environmentalist standing. No idea why they would be unhappy. Perhaps of the waste, perhaps, but let's just go with it. Everyone has to get vaccination. And also another thing here that is good for the EU, the diplomatic super party. So increases the standing of each superpower by 20. Let's go with that. Right, that should hopefully make the EU now approve of us again. Yes, so that we can praise them. Further increasing the relationship and sending a delegation to get a demand from them. And build a luxury hotel near the embassy of the EU. We actually have the space for that. Right, over here. So let's build that luxury hotel just across the automated mine. Also, we finished the nuclear power program or the nuclear program. So we are building the bomb. Build the bomb. I guess we don't have the knowledge points for that yet. Let's also see what upgrade we have. Increases bomb construction rate by 50%. Increases the power requirement by 150%. Oh, alright. No idea. Let's increase the budget so they can do the bomb here a bit more quickly. I think we need the knowledge points though, right? We don't have that. We have 4,000 knowledge points and we are generating right now 5.5.2. I think per month or per day. It has to be per day. Otherwise we will never have enough of that. Also, nuclear testing. You receive $100,000 and that allows us to test nuclear bombs. I'm not doing that. National Day. This seems like a good day to get as an edict that we can have. And mandatory waste sorting decreases the pollution of all residential buildings by 40%, increases the upkeep of all residential buildings by 20%.
Mobile phones.
It seems you did.
And we have done this one once again. Let's get a random blueprint, the watchtower. And we are going to get rid of this luxury hotel right away. Also, dual demand once again between Sunnyflowers and General Rodriguez. He wants a roller coaster. She wants to produce juice. We already produced juice, so let's just go for that. I like that town. I like that town. And let's also have a look at this edict. The mandatory waste sorting, right? So that is something that I like to do. Just makes sense. Cultural diversity increases the immigration rate. We could still grow more. Let's go with that. And Caribbean Trade Association creates one random export route for each of the Caribbean trade partners, increases Caribbean happiness, increases capital standing. Sounds good as well. And finally, we are also on good terms with the capitalists, right? So there was always this bit of a problem here that this was very low. For happiness, healthcare is still low. Also, the security. For healthcare, let's also have a smaller, where is it? Clinic here with those people now. Since we have a couple more people living in this area, it makes sense to have also a clinic or something like that for those people. So just behind the chapel. And then we have that road going all the way over there, right? So another clinic, and we might, yeah, as we can see, they're all full, right? The hotels, the clinics, the hospitals. I might need another one. Let's have another one out here as well, another hospital, because there we still have some people living as well. And then perhaps also some people living here as well. So we have the modern mansion. We could have some houses, a modern apartment. Let's have a... Nah, let's not have a modern apartment. I don't like the skyscrapers everywhere though. So let's just go for those apartments there. They're just going around it, right? And then we have something in the center there where we can have, once again, some parks or something like that. And by the way, yes, it is possible now to build the space memorial after all, since we have now gotten our space program. And a nice park there, surrounded by a bus garage and a waste treatment facility. I might get rid of this park garage and just move it a bit further up there. There we already have another one. Make a bit of room here for something else, right? Something for fun, perhaps something that makes a bit more sense. Gourmet restaurant. A normal restaurant. We don't have one in the area. Let's have a normal restaurant here. So this is also becoming a lively city, a lively area around the, behind the college. And there we have it. Another district has been finished with lots of apartments. People are moving in there rather quickly. I'm surprised with that. Stay tuned.